pretty good harvest this year. It's pretty exciting. Now just to go in and find different ways to preserve all these. As you can see, I've harvested all of the carrots from the garden. I left a few puny ones in there from the second row that I planted, but carrots and I haven't seen eye to eye for the last couple of years, so I consider this a win, especially because last year we didn't get very many. And normally I leave them over the winter under the snow. I cover them really heavily with straw, and then the snow comes and I dig them during the winter. But this winter, the ground was so frozen I couldn't get at them. So I decided this year to pull them all. I'm going to keep some in the crisper in the fridge, and then we're going to see how many we have left. And if I have a good amount left, enough for a canner load, I'm going to pressure can the rest. And those we normally use in soups and stews. So two different ways. I'm trying to keep stuff out of the freezer right now because I have a lot of stuff about to go into the freezer in the meat department. So I'm trying not to put very many vegetables in there and making as many shelf stable things as I can to conserve space in the freezer. So anyways, let's get going. Got to scrub all these and then clean them up. I better process some of these before my carrot tower topples. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is fill our Ziploc bags. And I was kind of humming and hawing about which one of these I'm going to use, but I think I'm gonna use the bigger ones in the Ziplocs. So I don't know how much paper towel to use, so I'm gonna use like 2 sheets this thick. Don't know. Get it wet. So I've just wet it. I'm gonna kind of get it all damp. So it's like that. I've never done this before, so I'm not really sure if this is gonna work or not, but I think it will. The only thing I'm thinking is, you know, when you buy carrots from the grocery store, they don't come like this. So I'm just cutting the green end off like this, and then I'm just gonna nip that little root off at the bottom, and all I'm just gonna do is like load them in the bag. So hopefully it works. Of course, the nice thing is I can just keep an eye on them in the fridge, and if they start to turn or go bad, I can eat them or can them or freeze them, or, you know, any of the other methods. So any ones like this, the smaller ones, I'm actually going to leave, because if I have enough to can them, those are the ones that are the best for canning. This giant, that one's a bit of a monster. It's probably not even worth putting in here, but it's all right. But these are beautiful. Like, these are gorgeous carrots. These are some of the nicest carrots I've ever grown. So, whoops. Okay, I've got 3 of the big bags of carrots bagged, and I took out my crisper box. To be honest, the only fear I have with this process is that my crisper sometimes has frozen some of our vegetables, and I have played around with the settings. I don't really know what the answer is, but I feel like that is a good amount of carrots to last us hopefully a couple months. Like, we'll see. I'll report back to let you know how this works, and I'll monitor them for anything, you know, soft or mold, or I'll keep you posted on how this works. So let's put these in the fridge. I've got all of the carrots peeled and cut into about 1-inch chunks. Now I'm just going to add to the quarts, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt each. This is an optional step. You do not have to do this. Into each pint, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that is honestly and literally just for flavor. So it's absolutely not a step that is necessary if you don't want it. Now I'm just going to fill all of the jars to 1-inch headspace with boiling water. They're good. That one was full. I'm just gonna get the lids on. I didn't wipe the rims on these because it was like carrot, so they're not dirty. Let's just put it that way. And the rings, seal those to finger tight. We're gonna get these in the canner, and these are going to be processed at 10 pounds of pressure for 30 minutes. Well, that's awesome. We've put some carrots in the fridge for the next, hopefully, month or so. And we've got a bunch of canned carrots that we can eat over the winter time. If you're interested in preserving carrots, refrigerator is awesome. You can also blanch and freeze carrots, which is another great way. We're just trying to save space right now in the freezer, so we opted for the fridge and canned method. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great night, and we'll see you next time.